Well, check out what I've got. I've got 8 100 amp hour lithium phosphate cells, or modules, that is. So I can make a 24 volt battery or a 12 volt battery. A 12 volt battery would be at 200 amp hours. 24 volt would be at 100 amp hours. And then I also got some of these, I believe we call them CALB cells. I bought all this off of Battery Hookup. And if you use my code GOING, you will get 5% off, and I get a little bit of kickback, so I can make more videos like this, and I appreciate that. And I'm trying to figure out what to do. I have 4 of these as well. These can output bursts of about 1,000 amps, so I'm thinking about making a vehicle battery out of these for my Jeep. But that'll be 100 amp hours. But what else I could do? I could make a 12 volt battery out of these CALB cells at 100 amp hours. But I could also add 4 of these in parallel, because these don't have enough power to start the Jeep by itself. They can only put out a maximum of 100 amps discharge, which matches up with this BMS nicely. I have a 4S BMS. This is 120 amps max, but you can go in and change it on your phone to whatever you need, so I would just change it to 100 amps. You can get these off of batteryhookup.com. You can get them off of AliExpress, wherever you like, really. They're about the same price either way. And if I do that, then I get a 200 amp hour battery in my Jeep, which can surge quite well because of these CALB cells. As long as I gotta compress them together nicely, and you can see that the CALB cells, for the same amount of power, are much larger than the battery to the hookup cells, or modules, sorry. These got 26650 cells in them. I believe they're 5 amp hours each. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna make a 100 amp hour battery with that BMS, and that's going to be for my travel trailer, because it's got a lead acid battery in the front right now. I'd like to upgrade it to a lithium. I already brought the lead acid battery in the front of my trailer back to life. It was at, it pretty much didn't hold anything. You could charge as much as you wanted. You turned one light on the trailer and it went super dim. The only thing that was wrong with it is I refilled the battery up. It was completely empty. It had no electrolyte in it, hardly at all. I just put some distilled water in it, charged it, and it came right back to life. Probably not full capacity, but at least 50% capacity. So I used it like that for a while, but before it dies completely, I would like to build a battery. I'm going with a 200 amp hour battery for the trailer, a 100 amp hour battery for the Jeep, or a 200 amp hour battery for the Jeep and a 100 amp hour battery for the trailer. Yeah, not sure. I think I'm going to go with 100 amp hour battery for the trailer and 200 amp hour battery for the Jeep, because wherever the Jeep is, or wherever the trailer is, I also have my Jeep with me anyways, so I might go that route. Anyways, I'll pause it, I'm going to make up my mind, and we're going to get to it. Alright, so I decided. I'm going with a 100 amp hour battery for the trailer. I'm going to be putting it in this battery case, which I also got from Battery Hookup. Just got to clean the tops. It's also broken, but I mean, I got this for a good deal. So, anyways, so I'm going to put these inside this case. I'm going to put this BMS inside as well. And then we're going to have a 12 volt battery, and this will be much lighter than the battery that's on the front of my trailer. So that'll help with tongue weight, and yeah, let's get to it. cell phone. Now we got these large holes that we need to fill, and I'm going to fill that with spray foam. This I'm going to just Kapton tape it to the battery or something, or maybe to the top of the case. I'm going to Kapton tape the thermistor to the battery. Spray foam this, let it sit until it dries. And I gotta glue this somehow because the hot glue didn't work. So I'm going to get some JB Weld or something for that. And then I'm going to have myself a 100 amp hour 12 volt battery with BMS, with Bluetooth. I'll show you guys what it looks like after. Alright, so we got ourselves a nice spray foam gun here. See if it's clogged up. Hopefully it's not, but never know. Oh, no, definitely not clogged up. So this will also glue the cells in spot. Give you guys a view of that. There we go. I'm going to attempt to film and spray foam at the same time. You can leave a little bit of gaps here and there because spray foam gets bigger. Just going to spray all these gaps. I'm not going to fill it right up because it's a waste. But enough to... This is also low expanding foam. High expanding foam you could use as well. This is more for window use. It's still good stuff. And looking right here. Now once that hardens, I can close the case, bolt everything back up. I'm going to top con the Bluetooth to the battery or top a case, and then I'm going to hook up the thermistor. And that's it. It's a 100 amp hour battery in a case. Okay, so the battery is more or less put together. I'm just waiting for the foam to harden before I can flip it over and put the bolts in. Still got to fix this crack. But the rock solid did really good actually. Let's see, what do we got here? We're full charge. Ran the glue gun. Ran the light for, I don't know, took like an hour and a half to do this or whatever the heck it took. I do like this thing a lot and all. We get the full review later, but there's the specs on it. Anyways, I'll give you guys an update once this thing is completely dry, put together. Right now I'm just charging it at 20 amps. It's 20 feet of 2 gauge booster cable, so we've got about, I don't know, I think it was about 1.5 volts losses in the lines. But this was sitting at 12.9 volts when I put it all together. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.